We're back again. In case you haven't had enough of Kristen and I over the last 2 weeks, here we are.
We basically want to move in with you.
Totally.
Every day.
Every day. We don't go live every day. So the last 2 weeks have been exceptionally busy between Customer Appreciation Week. And then this week we had our Zoom call. We had our weekly videos that we normally do. And today we're doing takeover in the Great Beat Extravaganza. And so we have our Coffee and Craft Wire. Only 1 week since the last Coffee and Craft Wire, which is quite unusual. Cheers to that.
Cheers. It is. And I remembered my coffee today. I forgot my coffee last week.
I made some tea. Kristen and I were chatting before the live, and one of my children was being a little naughty, a lot naughty, and she made this sign
as
at
they
me,
do.
And I was not happy. Let's just put it that way. It was not a pleasant experience. So post to everybody, if you really want to trigger me and I'm talking to you, make this sign and it will just do me in.
Oh my gosh.
If any of you have kids out there and know what I'm talking about, click that like symbol. I'm sure you've all been there at some point or another.
Yeah, I've definitely I'm thinking right now, because we were talking a little bit about my youngest, who just turned 17 yesterday. He was my pusher of patience, big time. And I even have a little hole, a little punch in my bathroom door that I'm looking at right now in my hallway from when I just couldn't take it anymore. And he was in the bathroom and I hit the door. I hit the door. Oh my God.
I feel you. No, I feel you. I really feel you right now.
Oh, mine was a big slammer of doors. It was like, it's a lot.
Yeah. It takes a lot of patience and fortitude and persistence. But we'll get there eventually. Hudson is now just turned 17 and he's a wonderful little gentleman. I'm sure he still has his moments, but it'll get easier. I'm going to get past it.
You will persevere. And he's definitely grown up to be a wonderful young man who all of us still have our moments, as you said.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, totally. And if you've been there, please click that like symbol or thumbs up. It happens. Like, it's just, sometimes they go like this to you and then your head just explodes. It's like, what?
Julie says,
what is happening?
Julie says that's impressive. Yeah, I was it's one of those things where it's quite a reminder of like, oh, I have to fix that one day. And that's kind of a bummer.
At the end of the day, it wasn't helpful. Yeah.
It wasn't helpful.
Well, and it is like, you don't ever want to hurt a child when you're that angry, and it would be better to hit a wall if that's where you're at in life.
Right. The door took the brunt of it.
The other option. Yeah. So, yes, it happens. It happens. Anyway, we're here for Coffee and Craft Wire, and one of our lovely attendees of our Zoom meeting last night suggested that we maybe make a spooky spider, or it could be a Christmas spider. I was kind of going with a fall vibe, so I'm thinking somewhere in between, with some oranges and browns, and neither
greens. Yeah, so that's cool. Yeah.
Neither Kristen or I recall making a spider ourselves. James did a video for us years ago making the spider, and Kristen watched it this morning. So we are just going to make it up as we go and see what happens.
I know
So don't do as we do perfectly, but maybe you'll learn a few things along the way as we figure out how to make a spider. And what do you think, Kristen?
Yeah, to that note, I will say James did do 2 wonderful videos on spiders. I watched one of them this morning or this afternoon before coming on here to kind of refresh what he did. And so I have one idea in mind. And I think Sara was thinking of his other one that he did where he just had the wire legs. But he did do 2 wonderfully nice step-by-step videos. So if you have trouble with what we're doing today, you can find that on our YouTube channel.
Yeah, this is funny. Motherhood. It's really hard to catch comments sometimes. This is my favorite comment so far. Yeah. That about sums it up. We learn from them. They learn from us. We learn patience and persistence, and they learn hopefully the same thing to some degree.
We were talking before.
Someday down the line, we'll teach them extra patience that they've never had to have before.
Sarah and I were chatting before we went live, and that's what I said. You know, Hudson definitely taught me. I used to always have to have the final word in an argument, and he is very much like me. And so he totally taught me patience, and he taught me when to stop, because he would just keep going and I would just keep going, and it would be like boom, 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 boom. And unless I, the adult, stopped it in its tracks, it would just keep going. And so that is something that I didn't learn until I had him.
Yeah.
And he taught
what
me.
A lovely thing for him to teach you. Honestly, it's really lovely that you can learn things from your kids and your experiences with them. But oh man, ooh-wee, nothing gets my heart going faster than this. I'm telling you.
Now we all know Sara's weak spot.
Don't do that. And she's got her eye roll down real good too. So
I was definitely I had one of those like real stares, you know.
Oh, I believe it. Oh, Gail says patience is her word of the year. I think I need that word. I think I need that word.
It's a great word.
That's a great word. Let's see. Let me undo that. Nancy says her mother hated mocking. Yeah, I don't like that. It just a little too disrespectful for me. Anyway, okay. Moving right along. I'm going to go to Kristen's table here and let her kind of get us going.
All right, so you can use 22 gauge or 20 gauge. I tried to see what I had in sort of reds and greens. So I did have a 20 gauge in my stash of our red color. I think James used a 22 for the one that I watched this morning. Here's our green in 20 also. So I think I'm gonna go to the 22 side, only because it's a little bit thinner. It'll be a little bit easier to work with, and I can always like go up to 20 once I feel a little more comfortable. So here's our green in the 22 gauge, which is super pretty. I might use that. I also brought out our outlet gunmetal color because we've got that in a couple of gauges. And right now we have 20% off all of our craft wire, all gauges, all colors, all shapes. This is the round. It's the one we have the most gauges and most colors in. And this is the gunmetal color, which is currently on outlet. I think what happened with this one is it came in maybe slightly different than what our gunmetal color normally is. And so you can get this on sale and then also get an extra 20% off. So I wanted to make sure to point that out while supplies last on
Mhm.
those.
I'm gonna flash over. I want to show you guys. Look at how different my color choice is from Kristen's. I think I choose every color that she didn't choose.
I know. It's so funny how that happens.
I have copper. I have that dark blue that we just had in one of our kits. It's so pretty. I was like, oh, this is kind of a nice blue. We have it in black, silver, and then I was also thinking magenta is kind of an interesting thought because I don't know.
It is.
For Halloween, it feels like maybe it could work into a Halloween project. All right, back to you.
Well, I'm going with green. Surprise, surprise. Give me.
Okay, you're doing the 22 gauge?
I'm doing the 22 gauge, and I'm going to cut myself 4 pieces, 8 inches a piece.
Oh, okay.
These are for the legs.
Right, that makes sense. Let me get some tools out.
And then I'm going to cut 1 piece 3 inches, and that's sort of the one that becomes the head and the body. So I have 5 pieces of craft wire. I grabbed some of our mystery mixes in our ceramic beads for the body. I don't know which one I'm going to use yet. And then I also grabbed, I thought this might be fun for the body too. This really bright red bead.
Oh yeah, I was just looking at those today. They're so pretty.
This is like a super fun red bead.
Those are really pretty too.
I think they're 10 millimeters. They're nice. And then of course I've got some of our fun bamboo beads, which could be fun for legs too. I haven't decided any choices on what beads I was going to use yet.
Okay, so we've got 4 8-inch pieces of wire.
Yep. And then 1 3-inch piece.
Oh, I didn't get that part. Okay.
Next, I'm going to use my nylon jaw pliers, and I'm going to straighten each piece. Make them nice and smooth.
Okay. And maybe that's why it took me longer. I did that as I was pulling it off the.
True.
I'm really excited. Here's the beads I'm thinking about using. I am using beads from the, it is the Harvest Moon bead mix that went up for sale last week. It has this big, beautiful bead that I thought would be such a good body. And then it also has this little sparkly bead that I thought might be good for a head. So I don't know. Are you doing a body and a head in your version?
I'm doing legs too. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the difference is between the other version. Like I watched the one in which he had beaded legs.
But you have a body and a head as well.
I do. Yeah.
Okay, great. And I'm going to use the copper wire. So I decided to go for the 20 gauge. So we can see what that looks like. Maybe he used the thinner gauge because he was using the beads.
I think so.
It made sense. And maybe in this case, it would be better to do a little bit of a thicker gauge. So I'm going to try that.
Awesome. That sounds good. I don't know if I should pull out these delicas.
Oh, I love that. Oh, are we? I think we just put a restock order in. So they'll be back soon. Diane said the sparkles are all the eyes. I love that. It's going to be a very sparkly face choice.
Yes. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is make little loops on one end of all of these 8-inch wires. And what that will be like a little stopper for your bead, and it is like the little feet. I'm going to use the multi-mandrel plier, and I'm going to go with just the smallest size. You could use a regular round nose plier too, but I thought this will keep all of my feet the same size. So you're basically just going to make a little eye pin.
Okay.
On
And it
each
doesn't
end.
even matter if it's like, because it's not hooking to anything. So
Right, exactly.
A little loop.
It's more of just a little stopper. Probably should make sure I close it.
A sweet little pendant to wear for fall.
Ooh, that's a good idea. I love all those new colors of the ceramic beads.
I know, they're so delicious. The colors are just fantastic. They're so good for this season. And I didn't plan it that way. It just happened.
I think I have a couple of them from a live sale maybe in my stash, like the purple and the black. We might have had at one point, but we didn't have all. I don't have all the colors.
Yeah, I wiped him out of them.
Cool.
I have a lot of the white. So if you need an abnormal amount of white ceramic beads, I'm your gal.
You know where to find them.
Right. I'm your gal.
So speaking of Harvest Moon, Sara showed our Harvest Moon beads. We've got our Harvest Moon kit is the TGBE Fall Fest kit. We actually did, was it last week we put it up for sale?
Yeah.
We're down to like 2 dozen.
We're down to how many?
Like 2 dozen, I think.
What?
Yeah.
That's not possible. That went
know.
so fast.
Right.
The event isn't even for like another 4 weeks. Ugh. You guys just blow me away. It's either I'm making too many or I'm making too little, but I very rarely am making.
Haven't figured out the right amount yet.
I saw Candy put her TGBE kit up recently. I know Nile has his up, and there is a little image. I assume it's in featured in the TGBE group. The Great Bead Extravaganza is what TGBE is an acronym for. In the Great Bead Extravaganza Facebook group under featured, look for the kits image, and then look in the comments, and presenters who have kits up will put links there so that you can find the variety of kits. Not everybody will have a kit. Some people will drop their kit the day of or the week of the event. Some will do it after even sometimes. So not everybody does kits. Some people don't do kits at all. So just be aware. But if you love a kit and you want to make a long, go look for that image and grab the kits that you want.
All right, so now I'm just going to bead up halfway on this strand. So just about the halfway mark. This is for the legs. Oh, my delicate just disappeared underneath that bamboo bead. So that didn't quite need to happen. I don't need that there. I'll just go straight bamboo. I love these bamboo beads.
They're so cute and they're so lightweight.
I know, they'll probably be fun. Oh, and you know what? I've got the green one out, but there's also this fun red one that's like square. That could be good for legs.
There's some orange ones. There's some just all brown ones. All sorts of different colors. I love that you're making a green spider. You're doing the Christmas version for sure.
I'm doing a Christmas version. I figured I don't have any Christmas spiders. I didn't even know that Christmas spiders were a thing until I think James made one. Yeah.
I miss James. Oh.
I know. I do too.
He invited me to his Halloween party, but I don't think I'll be able to make it.
Oh, that's nice. He loves his Halloween parties.
Maybe we'll see him at Mike's memorial service.
I was just thinking that, yeah, that would be nice to see him.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of just stringing a little pattern here with not a whole lot in mind. I just want to get up about halfway, which is about there.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'll do that. I will do that on all of them. Flo is late again, she says.
Your party only starts when you get here.
We were waiting for you, Flo.
I'm just hanging out watching you because I'm not sure how I'm going to do my legs yet.
Right. I know. You had a different one in mind. We chatted this morning, but I went for one video and you were thinking of the other one.
Okay. Beads could be nice. I just don't think I have the right color here. Oh, I might from the beads Cassandra's given me though.
Ooh, that could be nice. He actually used, James actually used like bugle beads and seed beads in his legs, which were very cute.
I mean, Cassandra's given me every color known to mankind, so got a lot of options over here. Let me see. That will take a lot longer though to seed bead some legs.
Yeah. That's
should have
true.
really gotten going on that. Nice.
Hello. So if you're just tuning in, Sara and I are getting together for a fun little coffee and craft wire. We're using Softlex craft wire in 22 gauge, and we are making spiders. Sara's going for more of a fall spooky season spider, I guess, a fall season spider. And I was working on a Christmas season spider. I didn't know that Christmas spiders were a thing until kind of recently, and I find them very intriguing that so many of you make them. I know lots of you have shared in the VIB group.
Yes, please share your spiders today. If you have a spider, I would love to see it in the VIB group.
And speaking of the VIB group, we have Joyful Beading going on this month, and today's prompt, it's a beading challenge. We do a prompt every day. Today's prompt is to make something with Softlex craft wire. So feel free to post your craft wire creations in there for that prompt today. Just use the hashtag Joyful Beading, and you'll be entered to win a $10 store credit. We're picking and announcing the winners each Monday. I think we have this week and next week, right? 2 more weeks.
I think so. That sounds right. We're getting very close to the end of September, which is one of our busiest months. So I think most of us are pretty excited. We're getting there. And then October is pretty busy too, but
September definitely took the cake, I think, this year.
Yeah, totally.
All right, so there's my legs. I definitely have got a little chunky leg spider. I'm gonna need some big beads for the body.
I'm so curious how that's gonna come together.
So am I.
That is like no spider I have ever contemplated in my life.
One flashy spider. Let's see. Let me just measure my things again and make sure that I feel like I'm still about halfway, because I'm kind of thinking I might take this red bead off and
give yourself more space.
Give myself a little bit of space. Yeah.
Because you can cut the other end shorter.
Right.
You
can't make it longer. Right.
Yeah.
So that's probably a good plan to go ahead and take that bead off. Do I want something smaller there or no? No, that's probably okay. With the green wire, I think it'll kind of be fun.
And maybe if you think about what your middle bead is going to be like, you might want to consider your leg length too.
Before I do anything, then maybe I should think about my body.
Yeah, because you want your legs to kind of match.
I like this bead a lot. I feel like this is very
So pretty. Is it big enough for a body though?
I probably need another bead, yeah. So
Like a good size, maybe.
yeah, I'm trying to see what I've got in my stash that's big enough.
Since I'm doing seed beads, I might go like not quite as long as you.
Yeah, that's true. You could make it a little shorter.
And I'm trying to make like a pendant.
It's a big bead, but it's like not really the right color.
As usual, Kristen and I planned this about 10 minutes before. No, it was at least an hour because Kristen had time to watch a video.
I did. That's kind of a fun bead that's in the ceramic mix here.
Oh,
Maybe I'll take out those
those
two.
ceramic beads are so cool. Who has gotten the ceramic bead mixes out there, and what did you think of them? They're all different, so I know, there might be some really interesting ones. Like one of mine was like an aquatic theme. It had flippers and fish and interesting things.
I had some fishy ones too, which was cool.
Well,
this one's really pretty.
Too.
This one was really pretty. This blue and
ooh, that is pretty.
Isn't that lovely? That feels very like
Grecian or
Grecian, exactly. That's what I was thinking. I adore these little beads in there. I think they're so cute. And then this one was my fish. This one had some fish and butterflies, and of course a green one. I'm sure they thought of me when they were packing because I was getting this sample. I'm sure that was one of the ones they were
Rosa
like,
was like, Kristen likes green.
her green. And then this one's super cute. It had all these flower beads in there. Lots of different colors of flower beads and stars.
That's a nice one.
Yeah, super fun. Okay, I'm gonna just look at one other place and see if I've got a bigger bead that would make sense.
We are working on our Whatnot show for tomorrow as well. I will be live on Whatnot at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern. I will be showcasing some CZs and some allegory gallery pendants, as well as some of the other products that we've had on in the past. So the shop, the marketplace on Whatnot is only open while we're live. But everything is discounted at least a little bit. Some things are discounted more than others. And it's going to be a lot of fun. The CZs are going to be 50% off. So there'll be a nice deep discount.
A big wood bead. Oh, what do I have? I do have this one. Oh, that could work. Good point. I like it. Yes. All right, I'll pull those out. Yay. I was like, okay, I'm going to go look at another bag and then another bag.
Oh my goodness. There's something here. I know
There's something. Okay. So
I was like, I'm going to find a Jesse James bead mix, and I know there will be at least one big bead in there.
That's what I was thinking. I don't have any like readily available to me at the moment. Yeah. So let's think about my body. So I might do.
So are you putting that on the smallest size of craft wire?
I am, yeah.
Did you do a little loop on the end or anything before you started stringing it, or are you just putting it on?
I did the same loop that I did on all the other ones. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Is that like the butt?
That's like the butt. That's like the booty.
Yeah. Direction am I stringing these beads exactly?
I mean, that's kind of fun, but I feel like I still need one more big one right there. Like this is kind of good for the back of the body. But I think I've got an idea, so I'll come back to that. And I do have another bag.
Is stream already out, Kristen?
It is. I posted it yesterday.
Yeah, so if you want, I think you can go there and click for a reminder, if I remember correctly, and it will notify you when we go live tomorrow. And then shortly after me, I will be sending everyone watching me on to watch Kay from Bedoria, and then she will send them on to watch Abby from the Bead Place. And Abby is doing like a Halloween special, which I'm super jealous about.
That's fun. Okay, this is like the biggest size I could have, and that could be good. I also have this very sparkly one.
I like sparkle. Oh my gosh, why did I decide to do seed bead legs?
Ooh, I think I like this.
Why am I always making things so much harder than they need to be?
What do you guys think? Should I do the wood bead or the sparkle bead? Which feels more spidery?
My word for next year needs to be simplify.
Yeah.
Simplify.
I mean, yeah. I think you try it in some areas, but then other areas are way, way complicated.
Oh my God. Speaking of complicated, we're doing Pioneer Night tonight because Evelyn just finished Little House in the Big Woods was one of her books for her curriculum. And we had read it. I had read it aloud last year, but this was her turn to read it herself. So
cool.
Girls so many things planned. There's no use of electricity. There's no devices. So don't email me tonight. I will not be responding.
It's Pioneer Night. We do not have. Okay, so here's the part where it feels like it's going to get tricky. You have to kind of bunch all of your legs up and then use the nylon jaw pliers to kind of hold on to it, I guess.
You said tricky.
Yeah, this is the trickier part, I guess. I don't know. So you bunch all your little legs up, hold onto your wires with your nylon jaw pliers. I'm just trying to get them about the same length. So I'm
They all twist at the same spot.
That's what he did. Yeah.
Huh.
Okay. Let me
I
get
may
this
have
one.
to modify that too.
That's what Mr. James did. Okay. And then you twist. And he twisted it like two. You could do 2 or 3 times. Okay. And so now all your little legs are together.
Oh.
Isn't that interesting? Yeah. I might have to do one more twist.
I've got one more leg to seed bead.
That feels better. So I did 3 twists. That feels better.
Okay.
And then I'm going to put that down. And then he created his body, or at least the bottom part of the body. And I saw a few people say sparkle bead, so I'm going to stick with the sparkle bead. And this was, he kind of found a place to slide this in.
What?
Which I don't know where that's going to be because I made it so tight.
Yeah, I don't know how you would do that.
I think you just find one. Like there's a little opening and I just slid it right in there. Like on the end of your twist. So you're not trying to get in the middle of your twist. You're just kind of looking for a spot between 2 wires just to kind of get it in there.
Okay. And then you twist
it. And then he didn't do this part, but I think I'm gonna twist it around and then back up I'm just going to kind of like gather them a little bit more.
Down. Yeah. He's going to be so impressed.
I know. He's going to be like, what? You two were butchering my tutorial.
Oopsie.
Sorry.
We had fun doing it.
Yeah, we did. Yes, we
Lord
did.
knows I could use more fun in my life. So.
All right, and then I'm just going to slide that big bead on, and then you got to do something with this wire here. So you either have to add another
The other
loop.
side's the butt.
This side's the butt.
That's the butt?
Well, why? Is the butt usually bigger? I guess. Is that the butt? Should I get rid of the red bead and put the red bead at the bottom?
I don't know. Something looks off to me.
Maybe there's too many. I was thinking, but you're right. Maybe that is the butt.
It doesn't matter what order they go in as long as you know.
Back up. Now
it looks more like a scorpion or something with the
well, I am in Arizona. All right. Well, because I did a whole little twisty thing, I got to cut that one free and do it again. So we're thinking
they only have 2 body segments. Terry's saying. So maybe that's why it feels weird.
There were too many beads.
There's too many. You had to settle on probably just 2 beads.
Just 2. So I'll go with these 2, I guess.
The head and the butt.
Make them very sparkly.
Oh, I like that. Yes.
Okay. So this one's out.
The spider's got booty, says Thomas. Oh.
Well, we're having a good time.
I needed a good laugh after I got the
big booty
from my daughter.
Okay, so I'm going to recut my little body, which is about 3 inches.
Big bead is the butt, just like the song.
I'm going to make a tiny little loopy at the end to catch.
I didn't watch the video, but I don't think that's what spiders look like.
I don't know. I just wanted to add more beads. He did have a couple of beads on there, but it was the jack one, like the jack-o'-lantern spider. You know, in that case, I don't think a spider looks like a jack-o'-lantern either. So you got to take some creative liberties.
Right. We're using our imagination.
I'm going to pull my wires back up on the ends on this side just to make sure that they're not like nobody got real loose while I was reconfiguring my spider.
All right. I have seed beads on every one.
Wow, impressed.
Not long amounts, but.
Well, do you want to show us what colors you ended up doing?
Oh, sure. Let me see here.
Well, I look for a little in here.
I chose this very pretty, I have no information on what color it is. It's kind of like a plum color. And I just thought it would marry so prettily with the citrine and the brown, kind of give me a nice little fall look. So I just did little legs because I feel like that's probably big enough for a pendant with a spider body. So that's what I'm going to do. Now I'm going to start the process here by making another loop. And I think I'll go butt first. So I'm going to go with the big bead. And that will be the bottom of my spider. And then I'm going to try what Kristen said to pull these all together, right, Kristen?
That's the plan.
Pull them all together and then do a twist.
And then do a twist like 2 to 3 times was his suggestion.
How do you twist it with like a chainmail plier?
I used the nylon jaw pliers. I held it with the nylon jaw pliers and then twisted with my hand on the other side.
Okay. That's probably decent. So I've got my little legs here, and then I'm going to twist that around the middle of the thing here. Or you just slid it in.
It did, but you can probably twist it around too. I think he slid it in for possibly like being a little bit more together, but I don't know.
I'm just gonna take that in there and then do some more twisting. Are you beating the other legs?
Yeah, I'm almost there. So
I'm gonna
after you
take this and stick this on here. I'm gonna make sure this is twisted good though, because I don't want that to come undone. Maybe I'll take this and twist it around just to be certain I'm kind of locked in.
Your little sea bead legs are so cute.
They are kind of cute, aren't they? That's going to sit there. This keeps untwisting, so I'm not feeling confident about this process here.
I didn't have anything untwist.
You didn't?
No. But my beads are a little bigger, so it could have been like helping them
stabilize it. Let's see. It'll probably be okay once I lock this in place. Did you go ahead and do the top?
I did. I ended up taking the top back down, like one of your, you know how you sometimes twist the wire back around the bead? So I ended up doing that.
Oh, that's smart. I'm going to make it like a full link here because this is probably what I'll hang it from.
Right. Oh, that's true. I didn't think about hanging it, but I feel like you guys put these spiders just kind of like in the tree. Is that right?
Yeah, I think that's what they normally do. I'm going to wear mine as a pendant.
You're going to make a pendant, right? So you're doing something a little different.
Maybe I could wrap here and down. I don't know if I'm going to like that.
So I don't know who suggested this, but somebody suggested it to Sara, which is what made us do this today.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're like, why?
And I was like, have you made one of those? I don't even know.
Yeah.
Why
so
not?
I was like, hey, can you make that spider that you've made? And I was like, I've never made one.
You had made one. But now I know it was James.
Yeah.
Wait, my legs are really wonky. Here, let me pull it. I'm going to do some more wrapping down here. Okay. Kind of looking interesting.
Yeah. Oh, I like how you kind of wrapped your legs around because I feel like that helps with the. I like that. I don't think mine could do that. They're too big, but.
That's probably a nice thing about having a smaller seed bead leg.
Yeah, so you can kind of go around the spider. I like it.
So now I just need to do my second side of legs, but this is sort of how it's starting to come together.
Now Thomas says spiders got legs. I got the booty spider. You got the legs.
Definitely got some interesting legs happening. I wonder if I wrap this around here, that would stabilize this. Although this is a leg. I can't.
Yeah, you're going to fill up more beads and then. And you used 20 gauge, you said, right? So you actually did use a thicker wire than me.
Yeah, I figured since I wasn't going to use beads at first, it might be better. And I think it still is with seed beads because it's going to just hold its shape a little bit better. All right. I wish I could get this to sit the way I want it to. It keeps wanting to kind of turn. It makes me want to, I wish I would have wrapped each individual leg like I had initially thought I would.
Yes, he did say on his video that some people do wrap the legs. He was showing, I guess, a different
All right, I'm going to
option.
back up because I got to figure out why it's not stable. It's cute. It's almost there, but it's not stable enough to be. Let's try wrapping each one. Let's see what happens. Because my spider's got legs, yo.
It definitely does, because I just realized I did less beads on my second side than I did on my first.
Oh no. Here, let's go back.
Oh gosh. I'm terrible with counting.
Oh no. Oh no.
We're going to show you how to fix when you've made one side different than the other. Yeah, I was like, wait a minute.
It's nice to be able to do something like this.
Totally.
You're trying something you haven't done. I love it. Use a different part of your brain.
So as you guys can see here, so this side of my spider only has 2 bamboo beads, and this side of my spider has 3 bamboo beads.
Whoa, that is a massive spider.
Well, you know what? I think it probably worked out better, because I'm going to cut off this bead on the bottom so that they'll be the same on the other side.
Oh, that's smart.
And now it'll probably make more sense.
Yeah. I really like that it will make a really nice Christmas ornament.
Yeah, it will.
Bigger size.
Yeah, you'll be able to see it really well, I think. And that's what I was thinking too, with it ending in red on the back on these spider legs. I'm like, well, that's probably a good idea, because, on your tree, sometimes the green stuff can disappear a little bit. So maybe it's kind of nice that it's ending in red. I was wondering, I was like, wow, I have a lot of wire left over on this side. And I was like, hello, that would have been a good cue that
something's
you're
going on.
Missing a bead.
Wow, it's just so much roomier over here.
What's going on? I've got like a lopsided spider. So now we'll just go on this side and we'll take off this. We just need to take off this one green bead, and then they'll be the same.
So funny.
Nobody will ever know,
right?
Except for the hundreds of you that are watching.
Nobody at all.
He wants legs. I know. He did want legs, and then he was like, well, Sarah's got the legs. I might as well focus on the booty.
Oh my goodness. Too funny.
It's funny.
You
guys, I'm not going to be a spider queen, I don't think, this year for Halloween. Which is super weird.
Who are you going to be?
Well, I bought that cheetah dress for Safari Week.
You're going to be a cheetah?
So I think I gotta wear it. It's not, you know what? It's a dress that, like, is a little bit. It's probably not something that I would feel uber comfortable wearing, like
on the regular.
In a regular, but I was like, I could totally wear it for Halloween. Yeah. So I was like, I guess I am going to a Halloween party, and I went to a Halloween party last year. And it's the same person's house, so it's probably good that I
to wear something different.
Change it up.
They're like, God, she only wears that spider costume.
I know. For years and years, I just keep adding to it. But I guess, we had this
like a Halloween cheetah kit. That doesn't sound as fun.
Well, we had a safari kit. That's kind of where I ended up going and getting it. But yeah, I must have it came to fruition last year, I guess, with the kit. Like, and there was a lot of spider. I have so much fun spider jewelry.
I know. What are you going to do with it? Well, you can still wear it all month long.
I could still wear it. Yeah, I could still wear it.
There's plenty of things for Halloween to wear stuff to. My kids.
Look at this. Look at this guy. Wow.
That is a spider. When I called you and said, let's make spiders, that was not what I visualized.
I don't know if I twisted. Did I twist this way yet? I don't think I did. So I'm going to twist this the other side too, at least once. Just to
are your legs pretty stable?
They are.
Oh, okay.
They're pretty good. I mean, there's a little bit of space in here. That I'm wondering if I twist it, will kind of close it up a little bit more. And then I'm going to spread my legs out.
Nice.
And then I'm going to kind of move my head and my body a little closer together, like kind of squinch them together. And that kind of stabilizes it a little bit more. And then I got to make my leg have some movement. So maybe I got to figure out. Oh, Terry says if you kept the two legs longer, he could have been a beautiful wrap bracelet.
Oh, that would have been a really interesting.
Seriously, that would be really interesting if I used a thicker.
You could use two legs to make up the bracelet part, and then let the other legs like hang out.
Whoa.
You got to do that in black though for your Spider Queen.
Yeah. Wow. Look at that idea.
That would be really cool.
It went all the way around like
your
like
spider could almost be a hat, Kristen. Kim, you win best comment of the day.
Maybe it could go on top of like a beret or something. That is an interesting idea, though. Look at that. I mean, if I did that in black or like this black widow like colors, oh my gosh. That's a super interesting idea. I love that. All right, so I'm going to straighten my legs back out, and then I'm going to decide where do I want to bend it? Maybe right here.
My super complicated version.
We bend it at the fire polish and then bend it again at the fire polish down here so that it's a little more like.
I feel much more stable though. At least
you do.
Yeah, I think it's coming along. So I took it apart and I instead wrapped each individual strand around the center. And now I'm trying to decide, these are a lot more stable. It'll still turn a little bit, but not like it was. It's much better. But now I'm trying to decide if I want to wrap some more just to make kind of like a centerpiece that's like copper colored. Has a little more copper wire there.
Mm-hmm.
Or if I want to just go ahead and seed bead. I think I might do a couple more wraps around with each wire just to give it a little more copper and try to fidget those seed beads back a little bit. And then I'll just seed bead the other side. But I might end up doing that on my own. These I'm probably going to kind of bend into, more of a spider leg.
Yes. Oh, these little table cut beads too ended up being like little feet.
Are they like little feet? Let me see. I gotta see.
Look, I'm like bending them down.
Oh.
And I'm kind of going like this. And it looks like the spider that tap dances. You know that cartoon?
Oh my gosh. I love it. So fun. Thanks, James. You didn't even know you were entertaining us today. And
right? Like, oh yeah, that's.
Well, we will definitely take some pictures of our final spiders. I might even do a little bead. Maybe I'll do a reel with some beads stringing my spider up.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So you can catch that on our Softbooks Company Instagram probably later today. And,
Terry says it now looks like a brooch. Look at all the ideas of things you can have. You have a cuff, a brooch, a hat pin.
I do feel like yours looks very much like a tarantula.
It does.
It has like a texture to it or something that's giving it like hairy vibes.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a big long legs and the big body.
I had a kid I went to high school with that his whole basement was all poisonous spiders and yeah.
On purpose?
Yeah. What was that?
On purpose?
On purpose, yeah. He was way into it. And that just made me think of him because
oh man.
Yeah. I was like, it was interesting to see, but I couldn't imagine living in that house.
No way. The
with all
only
these
thing in a tarantula outside of like a zoo is I was in the Cochise Stronghold hiking, and there was one just like on the trail in the middle of the trail, and it was like, I'm not moving. And I was like, you're right, you're not, and I'm going back.
And I'm backing up. Beep, beep, beep.
You stay there. I will move. Yeah.
I switched the camera back to your demo since I'm kind of done. Okay. This way we can see what you're up to.
Beads.
I love all those beads on your table.
I know there's a lot of good ones. So I'm just kind of trying to equal out on this side what I have there. So many pretty colors. These ceramic beads are so pretty. They would be great for the spider bead too. I just didn't have the heart to break up a whole strand.
The Christmas tarantula.
I have one other spider story. Have I told you guys about the crab spider? Do you remember that, Kristen? When I had a crab spider in my house?
So I don't remember that.
Crab spiders are gigantic. It was like way bigger than my hand. Huge. And it was in my bedroom. And I came in the bedroom on the wall. It was sitting there. I screamed for Joshua. And it was so big, you guys. I kid you not. He went outside and got a flat shovel and came in and smashed it with a shovel. It was so big. It was gigantic. He smashed it with the shovel, and I literally collapsed on the floor crying.
Oh my
gosh. I was so terrified because it was so big, and it was in my bedroom. Arizona has some of the most amazing bugs. So
yeah, they really do. I've never seen anything like that.
Oh, it was really something else. We had a pest control person right after that. It's like, I need control.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Terry says, burn that house down. Yeah. That house had so many interesting things. Like I found a rat in the toilet, and that almost made Joshua thought I was electrocuted.
Oh
when
my gosh.
Tried to tell him what was going on. I was such a mess.
Wow.
Anyway, I'm going to finish this seed beading part on my own because it's going to take me a little while. And it's easier if I can get it up close and personal.
Yeah.
But I will definitely leave it
looks
there.
So cute. I love how yours is like so sweet and delicate, like somebody said. And then mine is like this big hairy giraffe.
Here, let's go to the all so you can compare and contrast the size of the spiders.
It almost takes up my whole screen. It's like as big as my hand. But
oh my Lord. I know when you were picking the beads, I was like, oh, that wasn't what I was thinking was like all these. Okay.
Hey,
let's see.
What happens. I was looking at my roller beads. I thought my roller beads could be fun too. But then I just went like, well, whatever. This is what I've gotten in green and red. And it totally does look like a tarantula. It's pretty
I
funny.
love it.
I love the idea of hiding the spider on the tree, and then whoever
I
finds
know.
it gets a treat. I
That's
did
so
that
cute.
with a pickle apparently last year. I guess that is is it Dutch possibly? My friend gave me a pickle last year, and she said the same thing. You hide it on the tree, and whoever finds it gets a prize.
Oh, the pickle? Are you laughing at Thomas?
That's great.
Wanda, I totally agree. Way too much scary wildlife. And the pickle is a Dutch tradition, huh?
Dutch tradition. Yeah. So now I'll have to put a spider and a pickle on my tree and have 2 separate prizes. That'll be fun.
Thomas is hilarious, Terry.
Oh my gosh, you got me crying. I'm crying, Thomas.
So good.
So
Kim says there's room in the world for all kinds of spiders.
Just not where I live.
Ooh, Congo spiders. Ooh, no thanks.
Well, someday someone will be looking at how to make a really large tarantula looking spider, and they will find our video.
Oh my gosh.
Speaking of, if you don't follow us, if you're not subscribed over on our YouTube channel at softflexcompany.com, we are Softflex Company on YouTube. We are so close to 20,000 subscribers. Like
so close. So close. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you do nothing else today, if you haven't subscribed there, please go subscribe. It would mean the world to Softflex Company to hit that 20,000 mark. We've been working so hard on that channel for so long, and that little bit would be good for us. So please do that. I see Shadow just broke open my door.
Really? Shadow's like, that's it, I'm coming in. Yeah. I have so many of these beads left too. This was a really long strand. So fun. I should do something else with these and the bamboo beads. A garland, maybe.
Like an earring. Be pretty to match your huge spider. Okay, we gotta do the giveaway.
All right.
Let's see. Share screen before I forget. Giveaway. Who entered today? We have 76 entries. Last chance to enter. You want to say hi, Shadow? Come on. Say hi.
Oh, look at that. Look at Shadow.
Say hi,
Such a big baby. Oh,
she is a big
so
baby.
Cute.
Oh, yes. Oh. Okay.
She's like, I miss you. I miss you.
Sit down. Okay. All right. Here we go. We're going to draw a winner. The winner wins a Halloween Hustle beading design kit. You can claim your prize by emailing info@softflexcompany.com. Sakaya!
Yay! Zach, are you here?
On YouTube.
I don't feel like I've seen Zach's name come up before. Have you?
Not as a winner, I don't think. She definitely deserves
so either. She does.
Let us know you're here.
Yay, Zach.
Now I have to teach.
Oh, they want to know what kind of breed Shadow is. They're asking.
Oh, she's a Labradoodle, but she's first generation. So she doesn't have the curly hair. She has the lab hair, but she has like a wiry poodle face. So just kind of a funny mix. Is she here?
Zach, are you here?
Sakaya on YouTube.
Yes. Oh, I just saw her. I just saw her comment again on Facebook this time.
There she goes. Okay. You are a winner. Make sure you email info@softflexcompany.com. Let them know you won the Halloween Hustle Design Kit. We're so happy for you.
Yay.
And I hope the rest of you will check out our website this week. We've got all of our craft wire on sale, like Kristen was saying. And then we added a bunch of beautiful ceramic beads in lots of different colors, including the black that I used in this necklace. Shadow is pushing me to pet her. She's like, you must pet me nonstop. And just lots of other stuff too. We've got our Customer Appreciation Week kit that is up and getting close to being sold out. We have our Halloween Hustle kit that I'm opening next week that is also getting closer to being sold out. And we have our jewelry making party kit for with Jesse James beads there as well. We added a bead mix and a beautiful bead strand that you can get to match your Harvest Moon Customer Appreciation Week. PGBE.
Fall
Appreciation Week is over.
Oh, speaking of though, I think we've got like 10 of the swag bags left as of this morning.
Here, I'm going to go to just you. You talk while I shut my door. Shadow left, so I can.
Customer Appreciation Week swag bags. Where did I put mine? Mine's behind me. Let's see if I can grab it without knocking over everything. I think we've only got about 10 of these left as of this morning. 10.
Just 10?
It might be less now because that was this morning.
That makes me kind of sad.
I know. It makes me sad, but not sad because I'm so excited so many of you have them. Like so many.
Did you get the one I sent you in the mail, Kristen?
Not yet. I have to pick up mail today, but
it's probably in there.
It might be in there. But so oh, Becky got her swag bag yesterday. Melissa loved the swag bag so much, had to order another. Yay!
Some of them are waiting. We're waiting on some beads that were arriving today from one of the presenters.
Oh,
and
really?
They didn't go out even if they were ordered last Thursday. So if you see people saying, I got my swag bag and you're still waiting on yours, it's because it was waiting on a final component and it should be going in the mail today or tomorrow. So be patient. Yeah, so be patient. They are going out. I think they had about 50 orders that were on hold, like waiting for this item.
Gotcha. Okay. So
we discussed it this morning. It's on its way.
Yes. Diane says you need to make up kits to make these spiders. That's a nice idea. Maybe we will. Yeah. That's a nice idea.
It's kind of fun just to pick beads from your stash though.
Because you never know what you're going to get.
Yeah. You can do almost anything with a spider. You know?
I'm going to have to try and do a dainty one, see if that's possible.
Some of the craft wire in the 20 and the 22 gauge and a few different metal tones. And then just go through your stash, look for your leftovers, grab a couple sparkle beads that will go together. And
if you have someone that loves Halloween and like has a birthday around this holiday too, they'd probably really cute as like a gift topper. Or if you're going like, I'm going to maybe I should do that for my Halloween party. Like bring her some spiders. She would love it.
Cute.
She would love it. I know that she loved my spider web earrings I made last year. That could be a nice little Halloween party for the host gift. I like that.
Sherry's asking me, can I post the Christmas spider story in the group, please?
I think we might have touched upon it in a blog way back when James originally.
Thomas, could you search that and post our blog post about Christmas spiders?
Oh, it looks
there.
Like
it is. And post it into the VIB group after this as well for anybody who's curious. And they can take a look at them. In the meantime, we hope you'll go to softluxcompany.com, buy some craft wire, maybe check out some of our beautiful beads that we have for sale. We have lots of fun little Halloween things as well. And then these great new ceramic beads in an array of fall colors. If you get all of the colors, you get 30% off. So that's a nice little deal too, if you want a little discount on the ceramic beads.
Thomas is always on it. He is. He's so wonderful to have in the background helping us out. And he makes us laugh to cry.
I mean, that's the best part.
the best part.
Yes,
It
you
really
can
is.
replay this live after, for sure. It'll live on the Softflix Company YouTube channel. That's usually the easiest place to find things, but it will also still be on Facebook as well.
All right. Lovely to see you all today.
We hope you'll go and shop at softflexcompany.com. See you tomorrow on the Whatnot app. If you're going to join us, you need to download the app and get on it. And make sure you're following Softflex Company. We will be going live at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern. And Thomas has been working really hard on our Whatnot show. So it's going to be a good one.
Oh, I'm glad you said the time because I feel like I set the stream up for the wrong time again. So
Oh, no.
I don't know what's going on there.
Okay.
Okay.
Every week you have to check in. Bye, everybody.
Bye.